Good evening, everyone. My first time in the UK was about 16 years ago, and I couldn't help but notice that most Ghanaian women appeared overweight or obese as compared to other migrants like the Chinese. I was concerned, not just because I'm also an African woman, but because I was also a nutritionist in training at the time. I was doing my undergraduate studies. Now, the causes of overweight and obesity are multifaceted. That is well established. Everyone knows that. But little is known about the relationship between cooking practices of African women, the effect of their traditional foods, and overweight and obesity. Now, my previous research among this population showed that these women believe that their diets tend to be healthy. They have a perception that their traditional foods are very healthy and have no links with overweight and obesity. They just associate overweight and obesity with junk food and fast food. But we know that an otherwise healthy meal can have varying impact on health depending on how it's cooked, whether it's deep fried or it has a lot of oil and fat. My project is going to study cooking practices. I want to go into detail and observe, talk to people, Ghanaian women, understand their dietary practices, their cooking practices, and why they cook the way they do. I also want to use a community readiness model. That is a model that will try to assess their readiness to adopt healthier eating practices. Now, people sometimes wonder, why are you focusing on cooking? Because it's a routinized behavior. Everyone knows about cooking. It is my hope that through my project, because it's not going to be a top-down approach, we will be able to use a participatory approach to identify what to focus on. So the women themselves would be able to tell that this is what needs changing, this is how we should, target interventions, and then through that, get the evidence base for culturally relevant, important interventions to improve healthy eating. It is important to preserve culture. I know that I'm a very proud Ghanaian. It's very important. But if we are serious about leaving no one behind and we want to put in more efforts to prevent overweight and obesity, it is my dream that by 2030, we will be able to find a balance between culture, tradition, and health. Yes, we can still maintain our traditional foods, but let us understand what needs changing among this population group just to promote our health. Thank you.